Welcome to the unboxing of the Sinclair ZX Spectrum recreated. So this is essentially a wireless keyboard, but what it does, it gives those people, or those of you that grew up in the 80s, early 80s, who are lucky enough to have one of these as their personal home and gaming computer, the chance just for a bit of nostalgia, I guess. Wasn't the best of keyboards in those days, so from what I've heard, it's almost a duplicate of the original device, and so the rubber keys on the keyboard are still going to be a bit strange to type emails or whatever you want to do wirelessly onto your iPad or computer, etc. But it's more of from a point of view of nostalgia, and obviously you can play all of the old Spectrum games, which is what I grew up with. It was my first home computer at the age of 13, all the way back in the early 80s, and you can get these games via the app, and essentially what you're doing is, it's like I said, it's a Bluetooth keyboard, but it just gives you that added specky feel, if you like, when playing. So let's do the unboxing. This is not a professional setup by any means. I'm just recording this video on my iPad, so it's not going to be great, but I'll just give you an indication of what's inside and how it looks. So this was released a couple of years ago and I didn't even know about it, but I've just came across an advert on the game store, and they were actually selling this at a special deal of £29.99, so I thought, for the sake of 30 quid, it might seem a bit much, but at the end of the day it brings back memories for me, and I can also use it to a certain degree as a keyboard with my iPad. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then never mind. I can at least sample some of the old games I used to play, like Manic Miner and Jetpack maybe. I'm not sure if that's available, but games such as those, Jet Set Willy, etc. And it just brings back a few memories. So for the sake of 30 quid, I thought, why not? Let's get something a little bit different. So that's the back of the box, and it just basically says what's inside. I'm not going to bore you with all that crap. Let me set this down, something like that. I don't know if this is going to pick anything up at all, but I will try and keep the box in that position and start to unpack it. So I'm just having a look at what's going on here, so you can see. So you've essentially got your boring paperwork there. I'm probably too close, but yeah, it's just essentially, it's a user guide, the Spectrum recreated. There's a technical support number there and whatnot. So that, come to the Spectrum itself in a second, but oh yeah, I mean, let me just show you this actually before I go any further. Let's take it out of its protected bag. Oh god, look. Right, I've seen a few reviews of this. I'm going to try and just set it down there. Let me try and get a full picture. I'm doing this in my kitchen, by the way. That actually is spot on the original machine. That's incredible. It's exactly what it looked like. Just feel it and have a play with these rubber keys and see. Wow, I cannot believe how authentic this is. The feel of the keys. Let me bring it over here a little bit and I'll show you what is essentially the space key. So we didn't have a proper space bar. That came in the later models of the Spectrum, but these keys feel incredibly authentic. It's unbelievable actually, how they've done this. The feel of it is exactly how I remember it. That's the back. This is obviously powered by batteries. It's not got an AC port as the original one did. It's powered by 2 AA batteries, I think, which I haven't got, so I won't be able to actually turn the machine on and show you what it does, but maybe if this video does well, then I can show you that in due course. And on the back, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick this up. Let me bring the iPad here. There you go. You've got an on-off status pairing, layer AB, and you've got the 9V DC. That's to charge the batteries, I think. I'm not sure if you can actually use it without batteries if you've got it plugged in. I'll have to check that out, not sure. But the layer AB essentially is mode A is to play the games, and mode B is to use it as a wireless keyboard, which apparently you have to unlock as well. So there's a bit of rigmarole initially to set it up, but that's what that is. Status light is what it is. I guess when you're pairing, it will flash blue. When it's charging, it will be red or orange. I don't know if it's green when it's fully charged, I have no idea, but they do recommend to use rechargeable batteries. Whether I do that or not, I don't know. But the reviews, have been mixed. Obviously some people just see it as a useless piece of kit, because I think when it first came out, it was £99, which is essentially a rubber wireless keyboard. It just, the only difference being it's in the shape of a Spectrum. But for me to get it for £29.99, I think it's not a bad investment at all, and one which I'll probably look after and keep for as long as it works, and beyond maybe as well. So I'll keep all the original packaging. Just quickly show you what else has come in the box. Set that aside. Oh, and I didn't see this in the previous unboxings which I have, so this must be something quite new. You've got to remember this was released a couple of years ago, and the reviews I've looked at are of that age, or of that time rather, and so this is something which might be new. It might be exclusive to game, I don't know, who knows. And there's also a little, I don't know what that is, it looks like some kind of cup mat or something, just to put your mug on when you're playing. So it's just a little bit of extra fun in there. And then you've got your USB. It's box standard. I don't know whether, as I said, this is primarily, sorry, I can't even get my words out, to charge the rechargeable batteries, or whether you can actually use the device if you just plug this in and have it wired, if you like, to the mains. I'm not sure, but I'll find out in due course. So, yeah, that's it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you're thinking of getting one, I think that offer at Game was a one-off, or it was only for a couple of days. I think they're now selling them back at £49.99, which is still £10 cheaper than what they had them at, from £59.99. I think it's worth it, because for me it brings back a lot of memories of my childhood and experiencing gaming in that era, which is a whole lot different to what it is now. So for me, I think it's worth it, and it's just a talking piece. Whether this is just a bit of a gimmick and a novelty, and then after about 3 weeks I just put it to the side and it gathers dust, I don't know, but I think for the sake of £29.99 it's been worth it. And that's just to show you the box again. If I can close it, there you go. Sorry, this is all a wobbly video, but as I said, I don't do these things normally. I just use the channel for broadcasting my PS4 games, but this is my first ever unboxing actually. So there you go. There's the box, there's the kit. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. If you've got one of these, let me know what you think of it. Do you think it was worth it? And has it brought back all those lovely memories of playing Spectrum games for you? In the meanwhile, take care and be safe.